Hi guys, welcome back to another Explain 12 video. We are today flying the FlightFactor 777-200ER with the... I think this is supposed to be the Rolls-Royce engines. Let me check though. They do look like it, right? Not the Gs. So hopefully the correct ones. And we are once again flying for Malaysia Airlines. We have this nice, beautiful special livery that they used. And we are gonna be following this flight plan, or not the flight plan, but this we're recreating this flight from the summer of 1998 with a 777-200ER. A different plane though, not this one, and I guess this special livery was something that was added later. Doesn't look like a end of 90s livery. But what do I know? And we're flying from Zagreb to Vienna, Austria. So a very short flight. And I really like the fact in Explain that you get to see pretty long contrails. Not as long as, you know, they could be, or I guess realistically they would be very long, but still longer than in P3D, where I would say they're about half the length. In FSX they have really long contrails though, so I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, just default airport scenery, but it's pretty good, as always in Explain. And then we have the beautiful 777 by FlightFactor. And I mean, look at this beauty. I guess you can say that this is the most modern aircraft kind of released for Explain 12 in a sense, or maybe not modern in the sense that it's the newest plane that's been that was released in real life and then remodeled for the sim, but rather in the sense that it's one of the latest releases of something completely new. I know Tolis has had a few releases, but they kind of, you know, reusing same textures, etc. While this one is like a completely new upgrade, and it looks very nice. The livery is also very cool. Look at these engines and these nice, beautiful wings. The tires. Let's have a look here actually. Yeah, look at this level of detail. It's just very nice to see. A bit weird with that door being open, but oh well. Yeah, 9M MRD is the plane we're flying today. No people here on the ground, so that's a bit of a bummer. Not sure if they generate at a later stage. Maybe with the boarding started. But yeah, it's a very beautiful model. There's no denying that. And let me jump into the aircraft. We're gonna press Q. So we have now walked up the stairs. You can even see... Oh, well, that was weird. Seemed like we were outside, even though we were inside. Here we have the first class cabins. This is the closest I'll ever get to being in first class. The business class ones. Probably also the closest I'll ever get to being... I don't think I could ever spend money on business or first class. I'm not rich enough for that to be worth it. But it does look comfortable. So if I ever get it for free, I'll definitely take advantage of that and enjoy it to the fullest. And then we have here in the back the plebs, us hard workers who have to sit cramped together in a 3-4-3 configuration. But still, not too bad. Looks better than a narrow body, at least, I think. But yeah, generally a very nice looking cabin. Nice looking exterior. Well, let's go and check the cockpit. Oh no, it's locked, but I guess we have special abilities, so we'll just get inside immediately. But yeah, very beautiful as well. Let's exit though the walk around feature that we have, the modification, and go into the first person or first person into the cockpit view. And here you can see it's it looks very nice, very pretty. We have the jump seats, very comfortable, huge cockpit to be honest. And to start things off, I guess we'll just follow the regular setup. Battery, those are on auto, the primary. I guess all of these can be put on. We'll do that Dero as well. And the emergency lights. One thing to keep in mind is that you have to use the, or I think I have the full kind of communication system that you need to use to talk with the ground crew, etc. So this might be a bit of a longer video, just because I don't fly this nearly often enough to remember how to do things. One annoying thing is also, I think, let me actually check, because I have the cockpit simulator FMC, but it doesn't. I don't think it works with this one. Well, let me check if there's been any updates. No, nothing. So annoying. So I can't even use my beautiful FMC on this aircraft. But okay, we'll make do. It has very nice sound as well, this one. Not sure who makes it, but it's one of those good ones, like Cosp, etc., Boris. In order to talk with, let's say you want to close the door, I think the way to do it, if I'm not mistaken, got a bit hard to see here, but it's basically you need to remove those from being off. Is this one working, or am I? Let me see, cabin, in up. Ah, wait. Yeah, a bit hard to see it. I don't know what's going on with this shadow effect. Let's put everything on. I think most things are on. What's maybe we're just waiting for it to start everything. Let me check. We can do the window heats, the hydraulics. We can check the fire. Trim air and packs. Put all of these on or auto. The first fuel pump. The nav. The service interphone, we can keep that on. Auto. There we go. Now we're seeing. So it was just me being a bit too quick. So we have the PA. And let me see now, there we go. Cabin interaction. I think it's the purser we wanna talk to, if I'm not. You wanna say hi to them. I think there's something like that. Let me go back to menu. I don't think it's the PA, it's this one, right?
Hello, this is the captain speaking.
Hello, sir.
Hello, this is the captain.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Okay, so there we go with that. And I think we want to close. Let me just check here quickly. It must be this one.
Sir, only the chief purser can help you.
Hater. God damn, this plane, too many layers. 5 right? Is it 4 right? Where did they go? Or actually, I just realized.
Your service.
Ah, we'll just skip that. We'll do this instead. Then we'll get the right.
Please close the door.
Yes.
Yes, please close it. We don't want it open, not unnecessarily. Not sure why the one at the back isn't open though, because I guess we are.
Please open this door.
Okay.
Yes, please do. And then, let me see, ground services. There's nothing we need to, but I guess we want to have checks. Sorry, checks, chocks. Yeah, we need to do that. Did I? Let me see. That's done through that.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
There we go.
I am here.
Good that you are.
We are in need of some equipment.
Make your choice.
I just wish they could have better voices, to be honest.
Okay.
Like,
Can I
similar
help
to
you
the
with anything
Felix one,
else?
just use, you know, someone, record someone. But, you know, not the end of the world. Let me see, is there anything else? Page down, gear service, etc. And look at that, now we have all these these people here. Guess the closest thing we'll get to GSX. Seems a bit excessive, but maybe it's, you know, this is efficient efficient working. I don't think I've ever seen this many people around a plane. But then again, I haven't flown on wide bodies that often, so not often I would have seen it anyway. Let's load everything up. I think that might be the best next step. Then we can start pack X, and then we can... God, I hate this. I mean, look at this ugly little shadowy thing. Not the best. Okay, so we wanna put in our data. Can I fill it from SimBrief? Let me check if I have to do anything with that in mind. Would be nice. External services, Navigraph. Get data from SimBrief. Yeah, we got it. Hallelujah. Okay. I'm also a bit afraid to show, you know, if in case you have to put in your password or something, but it seemed like I didn't. I just had to load it. And we want to get it so we can fill from SimBrief. And then I guess we want to go to the loading page. Passengers and crew not loaded. Let me check that this is all correct. Payload about 57. 37. 37 plus, that's 40. Is this correct? Let me check. Total fuel 26.4, 357. Yeah, all of this is looking correct. So what we could do then is load everything. Or do we have all the fuel already?
Start the fueling.
No.
No? So rude, man. So rude. I think in order to do the fueling,
You may board the aircraft now.
Starting now.
Please start loading the catering.
okay, let's get everything loaded. I'll set up a new flight.
You may load the cargo hold, sir.
Certainly.
I'll do the same as we always do. Then get the 16,000. Is that true? I mean, it's 181 nautical miles. Okay, yeah, maybe that makes sense. 16,000. Just bring in some random numbers. How many packs do we have today? 233. Usually I would say this is way too much, but knowing how slow things are with this aircraft, I think that will be perfect. Okay, Malaysia Airlines, custom safety brief. Let's get the Malaysia one. Hopefully don't click wrong. No, Malaysia, there we go. And then I guess if we want to refuel, we can go fuel planning. I know, actually we want to go airplane, ground service.
We require some equipment.
No problem. Which one?
Fuel truck, left wing.
On it, sir.
We are in need of some equipment.
Okay, we'll get
What
some
can I bring you?
fuel trucks.
Fuel truck, right wing.
Yes, sir.
And they will, I guess, come soon enough. I think when I read about this delivery, this might have actually been worn by one of those aircraft that was in the accident, but I'm not 100% certain about that. Maybe not this one exactly. We'll go on FMC with these two. Oh. And I need to actually pause, so I'll be right back. There we go. Sorry about that, I had some groceries that were delivered to the door. My wife, luckily enough, get those benefits from her job. So basically, it's the same payment as having to go to the grocery store, but it's so much nicer to get it delivered home. Big benefit, you know, quality of life benefit kind of thing. Okay, let's see. We are. Yeah, I need to update these. Oh wait, it seems to be. Oh, is it 21? Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a bit old. Hopefully it'll be fine. We'll know soon enough. I think everything apart from the fueling is being done. So let's go and make sure that we are actually loading stuff. To load on the board. Yeah, we have to unload.
We are ready for you to defuel the plane.
Seriously? You want me to take fuel out?
Yeah, let's defuel the plane. Nothing on the left side? Maybe we only need it on the right. Not sure how it works. Oh, was that thunder? Maybe we have some nasty weather. I haven't checked the flight plan properly. Based on it, we're not supposed. I mean, it's a bit old now since I was away for 1 hour and just putting the groceries in the right place. But yeah, doesn't seem like there's any CBs or similar. Maybe it was just a graphical glitch. Okay, let's get back in. Nav Adiru, inertial, yeah, that's on at least. Anything else that we are, and that can go on auto. These anti-ice can also be on auto. What we'll do is, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on the total fuel, but we'll do this one, the position in it. Now let's see, can we take that one? Maybe you're not supposed to be able. Maybe you should just take this. Okay. Guess we couldn't do it with the PMDG one either. We are flying from LDZA to LOWW, aka Vienna. Our flight number will be the same. At least nice to see the buttons being pressed. That's always a nice feature. And before we move on, we are gonna connect or import our flight plan to SimBrief. Let's see if it works. Seems to have worked. We have everything, even a star and a SID. 160. Yeah, short flight. We can validate the flight plan, file it, and then we'll connect to the sim and see how everything works. But yeah, as you can see, it's not a long flight. I guess we'll be flying from Croatia, maybe through Slovenia, and then Austria.
VFR. Temperature 23.
Potentially
Dew
Hungary
point
as well.
12. Current QNH is 1018.
Let's see
Arriving
if we
runways.
can switch away from the 80s. We can, that's cool. Let's get the clearance before we listen to 80s. Malaysian.
Temperature 23. Dew point
God
12.
damn it.
Current
Are we on the right one now? Yeah. Malaysian 4003 heavy. Ready to copy. IFR clearance. Yeah, we're getting
Malaysian 4003 Heavy is cleared to Lima Oscar Whiskey Whiskey. Fly the Abut 1 Tango departure with the Abuti transition then as filed. Expect departure runway 22. Climb to flight level 160 via the departure. Zagreb
Abuti
Center on
1.
124.85. Squawk 5531.
5531.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy is cleared to Lima Oscar Whiskey Whiskey. Fly the Abut 1 Tango
I'm gonna put this
departure
on so
with
we
the
don't
Abuti transition then
Get
as filed.
or yeah,
Climb to
exponder.
flight level
Or
160
maybe we can't do the
via
rest
the
ones until
departure.
we've started
Zagreb Center on 124.85.
more
Squawk
things.
5531.
Oh, we're getting a call.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy readback correct. QNH is 1018. Let us
my
know when
call.
you're ready for pushback.
QNH is 1018. Malaysian 4003 Heavy.
No, it's the ground crew, right? That's the one.
Yes, sir.
God, I need to figure out how this works too. PA call, maybe that's the one we should do. I don't know all of these things, we'll just go back, keep as is.
Ground camera Delta Victor India, stand well.
Aren't we below the fuel now?
Victor India. Request permission please to relocate down to stand 9 please under tow.
Sure.
Sherman Delta Victor India.
Yes, sir.
Push and tow is approved to stand 9 and report on stand.
Reload.
Firm tow is approved. Will
At least it'll work this time.
Started reloading.
thank you.
We can put the flight directors on, I think. No point having those off. QNH was 1018.
Ground, good day, Golf Tango Hotel in Piazza, with information, here QNH 1022.
And I guess we need to do the same one on this one.
Golf Tango Hotel in Piazza, 3 POB, 5 hours endurance, request, activate IFR flight plan.
There's the call crew.
Captain, luggage.
Or sorry, call queue, not call crew. Luggage loading is done. That's good. Does that mean anything in terms of... Yeah, look at that. They've closed the doors, etc. So that's pretty nice. And isn't there some other doors they might need to close? The one at the front, right? Let's try to remember that. Easily forgotten. What else do we need to do? I'll go to menu. Oh yeah, we need to do the performance one. And actually, what about PDFs? Do we have love in here? No, we do not. Let me see if I can get a chart for it. Love chart. Hey, look at that. We found it. Hallelujah. Okay, downloading. I'll put that into our charts. I'm not sure where they are showing folder, where they are taking their data from, so I'm gonna have to check. Is it Avitab? That's my liveries. I'm gonna move it down. User document library. I think it's the user document library, but I'm gonna save it into Avitab as well, just so I don't have to remember doing that. And that's plugins, Avitab, charts.
Contact tower 119.2. Actually, Alpha Foxtrot runway 17 and contact tower 119.6. So that is pretty much it.
Okay, and let's see if we have. Yeah, look at that.
Ground mechanical Mike
And it works pretty nicely as well. So that's cool. Now we have that set.
But still waiting on the oceanic return request.
Okay, is there anything we need to do
That's understood. I'll have
as a next step then? Yeah, it's to do our flight plan. What was the clearance also in terms of altitude? Was it 16,000? Yeah, we got 16,000. Let's put that in. Let's go and finish. Did I? Where did I put my? There's my sim brief. Note the load sheet.
We are finished with the fueling.
Okay, that's good.
921 uniform.
Okay, let's see the PDF. We are flying the Obut, and then we're starting the Obut, so it's basically nothing in between. We are, as of now, doing ILS 11, and we're doing the Obut. Okay, the Obut 1, it's the Obut 2 to be honest, but okay, we'll do that. We can execute that. We can go to the init page, populate this correctly. It can be a bit annoying, not the camera system itself, but kind of how you move the camera in X-Plane. Sometimes it bugs out a bit. Zero fuel. Reserves are very low, it's 5. Cruise altitude, we're doing 16,000. It's quite a low number. We're doing 89 in terms of cost index. Thrust limiter and all of this, we can do the performance first. Sorry, performance, that should be the LDZA. Runway 22. Not sure about this one, Interx. Haven't seen that before. Condition dry. Let's listen to the 80s.
Departing runway 22.
Franjo Tudman Airport information Kilo, 1200 local winds are light and variable.
Light and variable.
Visibility
That
6
doesn't help
miles.
us.
Sky condition VFR. Temperature 23, dew point 12. Current QNH is 1018. Arriving runway 04, departing runway 22.
What did they say in temperature? I think it's saying
Franjo Tudman
17.
Airport information Kilo, 1200 local winds are light and variable.
We'll just
Visibility 6
assume.
miles. Sky condition VFR. Temperature 23, dew
23.
point 12.
Okay.
Current QNH is 1018. Arriving runway 04, departing runway 22.
Can do a derated one, flap 5.
Franjo Tudman Airport information Kilo,
And takes
1200 local winds are light and variable.
Takeoff weight.
Visibility 6 miles.
Let's switch from the 80s. Takeoff weight is gonna be 3. Let's check actually if is Pack X ready. No, they're still boarding. Let's ask them to expedite.
If we can finish the boarding process a bit sooner. We'll see what we can do. No promises.
And we are doing 382. Can we do .8? No, we can't. 382. So we just do it like that. CG. 26. Kind of makes sense. I think we had around 26 when we were flying with the PMDG one. You can calculate. There we go. Getting those values. Yeah, the shadows kind of doesn't work that well in X-Plane, unfortunately, but that's my only gripe, I think, in terms of the cockpit. It's a 4.5, selected temp 58. We can do a bit of a derated one. Let me put in the 58 though. Takeoff wise, we're doing flaps 5. CG 28 is 26. 38. 383. In 38280. What's going on? Let me 3828. Okay, yeah, so it kind of went. Yeah, it goes up. Okay. Minor problem.
Lufthansa 3 X-ray Yankee, Black Tower 11835, goodbye. Lufthansa 3 X-ray Yankee Tower 11835.
I'm just gonna do this. Invalid entry. Okay. Well, let's see. The ref temp seems pretty warm to be 23 though. Or I think 17 sounded much more reasonable considering the times we're in. Okay, late fall 121, 24, 28. 121, 124, 128. Does this one have any kind of script for the callouts? Maybe that's something I should have thought about. 4.5. We can move this one down. We can maybe do an public address. Go back to init ref. Let's see how we do that. Oh, we have to execute. Oh, maybe it's fine. Let's see the outside. Might be still that they're PAX boarding. Good to know. We'll start the APU. And I'm gonna go and check the airport map, see how. Oh, sorry, wrong airport again. Don't know why I'm thinking about Vienna more than the one we're actually taking off from. Okay. Ah, bless me. Okay, we have a very short taxiway. Ooh. Sneezing. So satisfying, but so annoying at the same time. Okay, airplane maybe weight and balance. Checking the loading page. I think it's all loaded now. Weight summaries. 357. Usable fuel. Aircraft loaded. Good. I think basically everything is ready. Let's see if we can close.
Channel 7345, after discussion via Delta and Alpha. After 75 Delta, Alpha, and Alpha.
We'll close both of those. What's this one? Actu. Oh wait, let me pause quickly. My wife is calling. Can never fly without interruptions. Okay, there we go. Wife just wanted me to put on the Halloween lights. Okay, let's see. What are we? Oh, it's the hatch.
Very well, sir.
I'm gonna assume it's the one in the front, right? Yeah, it was that one. Good. We are learning. No more doors? No. Then it's about the ground service, right? Getting those disconnected. We do have APU running. So that's good news. We can remove the external one. Do the seatbelt signs, I think. We're still boarding. Let's check how much is left. 10 minutes according to PackX. That's crazy. Gear disagree. Okay, now it shouldn't be a gear disagree.
Area 4 Quebec, Charlie 12, request start. 4 Quebec, goedemorgen, please start please. Push start please, Area 4 Quebec.
And we now just need to disconnect all these other external stuff. Let's check, do we have the parking brake? Now I think it's set right. Yeah, exactly, you have to pull it back.
Yes, sir.
Kenneth 642, Alpha 1 please. Take it back then. You, vanuit.
I am here.
Okay, let's see, we might be able to disconnect most of the things. Good. Look at that, so it's not that bad, the system. I mean, it's been 35 minutes, so not too slow, and if you fly this more often, I think this will be kind of easy to remember. TCAS is still off, I'm gonna put on TFC here.
Yeah, let's copy.
Yeah, it's on the other one. Yeah, we can keep it on all normal. Okay, anything else we need to do? Deny, closing the door. Oh yeah, what about these thingamabobs?
China Southern 345, enter Alpha 1 please.
Yeah, they seem to work.
Enter Alpha 1 on 345.
Yeah, pretty cool. You can test all of those. There we have the tiller. Oh, and there's on both sides. I do wonder if that's the norm. We can put on all the fuel pumps. And what we'll do next is, yeah, get ready for pushback and takeoff. Malaysian 4003 Heavy, ready for pushback and engine start. Did they catch what we said, or? Nope. Let's try again.
Ground, Malaysian 4003 Heavy ready for pushback and engine start.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy, this is Zagreb ground, go ahead.
Ground, Malaysian 4003 Heavy ready for pushback.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy, pushback approved.
Okay, so the personnel are
Why pushback approved?
disappearing.
Malaysian
Or no, it's
4003 Heavy.
yeah, this is the thing, like this weird kind of rendering thing. They should fix that. I think it's ready to explain rather than FlightFactor in this case, but who knows? I'm gonna assume we get this. Let's check actually though. Malaysian 4003 Heavy, ready to taxi. God damn it, they didn't get that taxi request.
Ground, Malaysian 4003 Heavy ready to taxi.
Okay, it's gonna load a bit.
Malaysian 4003
Yeah,
Heavy, taxi
this
to
should be
runway
fine.
22 via taxiway Alpha. Hold short runway 22.
Taxi to runway 22 via taxiway Alpha. Hold short runway 22
And let's check the
Malaysian
viewpoints that I
4003
have.
Heavy.
Are they any good? I have a couple of good ones. But one of these were a bit weird, right? Let me see. Oh, it's because it's a window. It's a first class window. Okay, I see, I see. I need to do some outside ones. Let me see, I think it was, yeah, this view. Then we can do, this one enables you to create some nice outside viewpoints. Something like this maybe. That can be 8. And then the other side. And that can be 9. Now we should have some nice viewpoints from all sort of different angles. I'm not sure if I've ever been on a 777 myself, actually. I am wondering, but I can't remember on the top of my head. Okay, 5 minutes left. And they are connecting here. Gotta go to the free camera quickly. Yeah, looking very nice. Imagine lifting it, lifting this whole hull. Fuselage must be very heavy. How does the rest of this airport look? Pretty nice. A lot of LOWW, Croatian Airlines, Qatar. Is that like an Airbus Qatar? Yeah. Then we have the photoreal. Looks pretty okay. It's something with the coloring though that makes X-Plane still look a bit more animated in a way compared to, let's say, P3D. But it's crazy because then the planes, I think, they look much better. I mean, most of them by default. Just something with the atmospherics, I think, how they're... There's some weird here, you can kind of see. It could be the paint kit as well. Can't you really see into the fuselage? No, you can. Okay. Maybe it's just that most on the other side had their ones closed. Yeah, that could be the case. Yeah, look at that. That's why they look... 'cause I hate that with some aircraft in P3D specifically that they don't have kind of any interior, right? So you're just seeing it painted on top of it, right? The windows are painted rather than being there actually. We'll start the beacon light, so that's ready. And what else do we need to do before we... What's that thingamabob? I don't need that, I think. Oh, that's cool. You have the... Can remove that. Fuel on board, etc. Pounds. Yeah, okay, I like that. That's pretty neat. Is that printed from... is it this one? Oh, we don't need to... Cool though, that you can... And look at that, we can even test it. So dope. So many features on this plane, not gonna lie. It's a very well made simulation. Or at least you feel like they have taken this next step, FlightFactor, to really become like a good developer with this plane. They weren't bad before, but this one is like next level. Okay, 2 minutes to go. What's our V2 speed? Actually, let's go back here to airport map. The V2 is 128. The heading, how was it, 22? So we'll just put 22 here. It's not gonna be exact. Maybe more like 23 actually, or... Yeah, let's see. And what else? What else? Checklist, that's the one. Oxygen. Yeah. MCP. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Yeah, we can say that we've done that. Okay. Let's wait with doing this one until we've started the engine. Okay, we're now on pre-flight. And since they are ready, we are ready. Releasing parking brake. Light them up. Let's start with the right one. Gonna jump to the engine one. Okay, looking good.
Hopefully that's KLM 8569 and turning on Delta.
And the engine is, I think, starting.
Delta, Alpha, Echo 5.
Is it kicking off yet?
Negative. Okay.
Taking its sweet time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your safety is very important to us at Malaysia
Now,
Airlines.
there
So
we
please
go.
listen carefully as we
Seems
take
more
you through
realistic,
some
the startup,
important
actually.
safety features specific to this aircraft, as it may differ from other types of aircraft.
Very cool.
Put your baggage in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. It's important to keep the aisles and exits clear. Fasten your seatbelt by pushing the two metal
And the
hands
wipers,
together
yeah,
until
we have,
they
that's a
click and
big
pull
plus
to
compared to
tighten.
PMG, that you have the working
To undo,
rain
lift the
effects.
flap. You should be seated with your seatbelt fastened and visible even when the seatbelt sign is off. Infant seatbelts are available
The right
in
one
this
is working
aircraft.
as well.
Fasten your seatbelt like this and
Okay.
pull to tighten. Pull the harness and
The
connect
right
into
engine
the
is up
connector.
and about. We'll
It
start
must
the
be
left
used during
one.
takeoff and landing only. As we're now preparing for takeoff, please enable the flight mode feature on your personal devices. All electronic devices must be switched off during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Do not charge your devices during this time.
Now we're starting
Small
the
devices
left
may be
engine.
handheld or kept. Larger devices such as laptops must be stowed.
Can we now
If
move
you
the
drop your
TCAS?
personal devices in between seats,
Yeah,
do
there
not
we go.
attempt to retrieve. Call your cabin crew for help. Put your seat upright and armrest down. Stow your tray table and keep the window shades up. You should do this when we're landing too. Remember, it's illegal to smoke on this flight, even electronic cigarettes. And that includes the toilets where sensitive smoke detectors are installed. Tampering with the smoke detector is an offense.
Okay.
If there's a change in cabin pressure, the oxygen mask will drop.
Yeah, the
Be
engines
seated.
are
Pull
looking
the
very
mask
good.
firmly towards you. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Pull on the bands to tighten.
Setting the
Breathe
parking
normally.
brake.
Put your mask on first before helping others. If the bag doesn't inflate, don't worry. Oxygen will
And
still
there
flow.
another plane landed in the
first
opposite
class,
direction,
business
so
class,
that's
and toilets,
great news.
You may need to pull the red streamer to release the mask. If required to wear the life jacket, it can be found here. Here. Or here.
I think they're disconnecting us now.
Slip it over your head, pass the tape around your waist, and attach the buckle.
I'll take that.
Pull the loose end to tighten. Inflate your life jacket at the exit before leaving the
Anything
aircraft by
looking
pulling the
weird?
red tab.
Oil temp.
Blow into this tube to inflate further.
It's a bit
and use the
low,
whistle
isn't
to
it?
attract
Since
attention.
it's yellow.
This light will automatically come on when in water. Put the jacket on yourself first before helping someone else. We also have life jackets for infants. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing,
There is
brace
circulation
yourself
and
like this.
gasper.
This. Or this. Until the aircraft comes to a complete stop. Adults
Yeah,
with
looking
infants
really
should
good.
brace
The
like
effects
this.
are
When instructed to
very
evacuate,
nice to
follow
see.
these slides to the exit. The exits are shown clearly. This aircraft has 8 exits. Please familiarize
Let's see, is there
yourself with
anything
the
else we have
exits
forgotten?
nearest to
Cabin
you.
temp.
It could be behind you. If you have to use an
Flight deck
evacuation
temp.
slide, remove your heels as they may
Cargo
turn aside.
AC.
Leave all your belongings. Move quickly to the nearest exit and jump on the slide. Move away from the aircraft
And
when you reach
what
the ground.
else?
In
Waiting
the
for that
event of a
oil
water
temp.
landing, the slide will serve as a raft. Be seated
We can
as it
shut off
separates from
the
aircraft.
APU.
In the event of an emergency, follow your cabin crew's instructions at all times. All our safety features are in
I
the
wonder
safety
where that one is
information card
parking,
in your
though.
seat pocket. Please take a few moments to read it
Since this is
carefully.
X-plane,
Even if you're a
the
frequent
problem
flyer,
is that
while
they
the cabin crew conducts their final checks. Enjoy
they
your
do have a
flight.
tendency to crash into you. So I'm just hoping it's earlier. Come on, turn. Get the hell out of the way, boy. Okay, we'll have to do this somewhat creatively, I think. Maybe we can turn left here and get out of its way instead. Okay, oil temp still a bit low. Weather radar. We'll put weather radar on this one and terrain on the other one. Should have the new weather radar. Let me see, is it on test now or?
Swiss 76 Juliet, hold short Alpha 12. Hold short Alpha 12, Swiss 76, taking again.
We're ready for departure.
Do I have strong gain effect on, or what's going on? VX, let's do just VX instead of turbulence. Okay, we'll know soon enough. Time to release parking brake, add a bit of thrust. And let's see what's gonna be the best thing. Maybe we can do it like this actually. Hopefully it doesn't crash into us, but you never know in this game. The taxiing is very good with this plane, but come on, get out of its way. There we go, buddy. That's how we do it. Even though the PMDG one is very good for P3D and one of the better ones, the X-Plane default one is just amazing. It's only the FS Labs one I feel is kind of on the same level.
119.230.
Okay. Some things we need to do though that I forgot. Taxi lights and runway turn off lights. And those are checklist items. Flaps we also need to set to the right setting.
RTO, flight controls, check.
Elevators full up, full down, they're all working. Right and left working. Rudder right and left. Yeah, seems to be working.
Before taxi checklist.
Ground equipment cleared. I will brake a bit. Let's get back on the yellow line. And we'll turn left here. It's crazy how good the freeware airports are in X-Plane. Like, I really don't feel the need to buy things like, let's say, Zagreb, that I would not fly to that often otherwise. Even though this is not one of the better freeware ones, to be honest. But in P3D, if I wanted to fly there, I mean, the default one would look awful. Sometimes there are freeware options, but they're rarely good enough, unfortunately. Okay, we are turning. Getting on the yellow lane. So far, so good. And what we need to do is get ready for the next stuff. Actually, we'll have to taxi. Interesting that they haven't built out this one, so that you have to actually taxi on the runway. Seems a bit silly, but okay. Maybe there's traffic enough for that to be a thing. Landing lights and strobe. Now let's see if we get the handover to the tower controller.
Malaysian 4003 heavy contact Zagreb Tower on 118.3.
Tower on 118.3, Malaysian 4003 heavy.
Malaysian 4003 heavy, ready for takeoff.
And wind check please, Kilo 1386.
Malaysian 4003 heavy, ready for takeoff.
Malaysian
Yeah, we got it
4003
finally.
heavy winds are light and variable. Backtrack
No one
runway
looks to be
22
landing,
cleared for
fingers
takeoff.
crossed.
Backtrack
We'll
runway
backtrack
22,
and
then
turn
cleared
around.
for takeoff Malaysian 4003 heavy.
They can't get a lot of wide bodies to this airport. I would assume that who would have wide bodies to Zagreb? Probably American Air, like some of those American Airlines, United, Delta, but maybe even them would go to larger airports like Frankfurt, and then you would take a connecting flight.
205, good afternoon, you're number 2, wind 09
Okay.
Number 2, currently 205.
Slowly getting there, slow and steady. I will do the right turn here. Yeah, doing quite okay.
November, approaching Whiskey 8, ready for departure. 45 November, hello, line up 36 Center, Whiskey 8. Whiskey 8, 36 Center, line up 5, KLM 45.
Then we need to do a quick turn. Really force this plane around. Come on, buddy. Let's do it. 2-2. Yeah, the radar is taking a bit of time to update since we're turning.
On runway 22.
Okay, on runway 22. That's good. Seems like we have some sort of double runway advisory system. Also nice to have that for free. I have to buy that for P3D. Okay, let's see. LNAV, VNAV selected, outral arm set, ready, lights set, seatbelt signs, other knobs are set, same with TCAS, we are ready to go. I think, at least. Okay, pushing that thrust. Do we have any... Yeah, there we go. Toga. Okay, buddy, pushing the yoke forward. Oh, that was crazy. I was just gonna use a bit of of the nose wheel, but very efficient. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's try to maintain center line. Rotate. Come on. Let's try to get it up. There we go. Hot tamale. Okay. Positive rate of climb. I'm gonna trim out a bit more. Flaps. Yeah, we should get those, but let's do the gear first. We'll try to hand fly this a bit longer. We'll do the runway turn off and taxi lights. Put those off. Zoom in a bit more. Going flaps 1. Going flaps up.
Malaysian for 003 heavy contact Zagreb Center on 124.85.
Center on
The views are looking good.
124.85. Malaysian 4003 heavy.
Oh no. Goddamn people, putting your blinders down. Destroying our beautiful views.
Center Malaysian 4003 heavy. Climbing to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160.
Malaysian 4003
Can go
heavy.
standard.
This is Zagreb Center, go ahead.
Okay, about 37 minutes to go. But it should pick up a bit as we climb. I need to trim this a bit. There we go. And it is a fly-by-wire aircraft, this one, but a bit different than kind of the Airbus logic. Of fly-by-wire. Barrow said disagree. Good point. Okay, still climbing, still looking good. And now we're getting a bit of different hits on the radar. Looks a bit funny. Let's go a bit. It's very nice to hand fly this plane though, I'll give you that. I like the PMDG one a lot, but this one feels very nice as well. Okay, we'll trim down a bit more. Let's see if we can Or actually, we should push forward, right? And then you trim. Some weird logic there, but it works kind of well when you do it. Then it kind of maintains the angle you want. There are some what looks like to be yellow areas, maybe a bit of red, so it could be that those are actually thunder. Okay, turning to the left. Now the estimated time en route is 36 minutes. Okay, that makes sense. It dropped down to 10. I was a bit surprised. Okay, we're passing 10,000 feet. Lights off. Okay, so far so good, I would say. Freedom of space. And now we're basically flying quite straight, so it's time to put the autopilot to test, see how it does the things. After takeoff's done, descent is gonna be the next one. And the next riff will be the approach one. We can just do that. And let's be ready with the documents.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy
And this will
expects
depend
the
a lot
OBU22W arrival
what
with the
runway
Abuti
we're
transition
getting.
for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 29er at
Okay, Abuti
Schwechat
2
Airport.
arrival with the Obuti transition for the ILSC approach.
Expect the OBUT-2W arrival with the Abuti transition for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 29er. Malaysian 4003 Heavy.
Okay, let's get the right data here. Any specific transition that we can use? No. So I'm gonna assume we're gonna get vectored at some point at least. Hopefully. Okay, 25 minutes to go. What's the suggested max speed? Feels a bit low, doesn't it? Maybe you have to write it like this. Guess not. Or maybe it's efficient to force it like this. Yeah, look at that. Now it's gonna force a much higher speed. Maybe a bit too high, to be honest. 300 will be enough. Let's try to get a nice screenshot here for the thumbnail. Looks really good. I mean, the X-Plane is becoming a real nice screenshot simulator with those clouds, etc. And I have like around 50 FPS. That's crazy good. I remember when X-Plane used to be really badly optimized. One thing we forgot was the clock chrono, but it does seem to work. Sorry, we need to just press there. And then again. Oh, look at that. Even some goddamn people closing their blinders. Does nobody want to watch the outside? Thank God. And look at that. The engine moving. That's insane. That's really cool, actually. Crazy engineering feat. I would be terrified if I didn't know that it's supposed to do that, right? Seeing the engine bounce back and forth.
Shark 889 request descent. Shark 889 descent, flight level 250. Descent flight level 250, someone get 89.
Lufthansa 08 Hotel, hello, identified, Eastern flight level 300.
Yes, that's 300,
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And look at that, another plane with nice contrails. The next plane does some really good contrails. It's crazy how much you can zoom in. Oh no, did I mess up the contrails by zooming in? No. RIP contrails. Am I doing any contrails? No, I'm too low. Kind of inefficient flying at these altitudes.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy descend via the OBUT-2W arrival with the Abuti transition to 5,000 feet. QNH is 1018 at Schwechat Airport.
Okay, we shall be
Descend
descending.
via the OBUT-2W arrival
But no
with
rush.
the Abuti transition to 5,000 feet. QNH is 1018.
I'll put in
Malaysian
5,000 feet, so we have that
4003
ready.
Heavy.
A bit of yellow actually, interesting. Maybe there is some bad weather around. Or maybe this one isn't really interpreting the weather correctly. I'm gonna change the terrain. I think that's gonna be more interesting for R and or for me as pilot flying, and then the other dude he can do the weather radar. Anything else? We can do the recall thing.
Checked. Notes. Check. Checked. On a roll.
Let's actually check 29. What does that mean? Or what's the rule for that approach? How old is this one? 04? Or effective 25 November. Yeah, maybe this is new. I don't think so. I think this is 25th of November, not 25 November, but of course could be wrong. We want to know runway 29. Here we go, ILS 29.
Malaysian
800.
4003 Heavy contact Vienna Center on 128.7.
Let's not touch the
Center
barrow,
on
it's this
128.7.
one.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy.
800, getting that number in.
Center Malaysian 4003 Heavy. Descending via the OBUT-2W arrival with the Abuti
God, it's
transition
annoying this
to
barrow one.
5,000
Yeah,
feet.
I'll give the PMDG
Malaysian
the victory in this
4003
department.
Heavy, this is Vienna Center, go ahead.
Okay, 800. Okay, 5,000 feet, that's what we want to descend to. We're gonna start descending soon enough. Anything interesting? Looks like straight and then left. Climb straight ahead to D20X, then turn left to VR, climb to 4,000 feet. Airport altitude 600 feet. Okay, good. Very good. Oh, we can even move the chair. That's dope. Maybe we can move it back. But yeah, very, very wonderful skyscape as always in X-Plane. No complaints in that regard. When I got X-Plane 12, when was it? 2023 I think. I would have never expected that the clouds would get good.
Good morning, 1628, climbing level 2400 Beijing.
168, hello, identified. What is your requested flight level?
Okay, let's see. And there we can see some more contrails.
1628, roger,
Always cool to see.
Level 330, 1628.
Okay.
Good morning, contract 1441, descent level 340, Deton.
Contact 1441, hello, identified. Descent flight level 260.
Level 260, 1441.
Stop the 47 Michael, contact Swiss Radar 134, decimal 605, goodbye.
Again, frequency, Michael.
134, decimal 605.
134, 605, obviously, 7 Michael, fine.
Okay, soon descending. Anything else we need to prep? Don't think so. I think just need to be ready for the vectoring. Hey, we can start descending already. Feels like we are a bit high. Let's force it like this. Did that work? No? Nothing yet. Goddamn top of descent being so late. But let's follow it. Maybe it's more correct.
Malaysian 4003 heavy contact Vienna Center
Not much
on
we can see here.
124.4.
Center on 124.4. Malaysian 4003 heavy.
Maybe we can increase the
Center Malaysian
brightness.
4003 heavy.
That didn't
Descending
really help.
via the OBUT 2W arrival with the Abuti transition to 5,000 feet.
Okay, descending to 5,000
Malaysian
feet.
for 003 heavy, this is Vienna Center, go ahead.
What we can do is, since we are gonna start descending, it's gonna be pretty quick. Is already put the seatbelt signs on. We don't need the packs or the people to run around doing people stuff. Was this one even? Yeah, cool. And we even have one there. Yeah, that's dope. So they have a very sufficient amount of those masks, the oxygen masks. And what does this one do? Does it do anything? Headset? Must have some function, right? Is it for the door, maybe? See who's outside? Okay, 67 nautical miles to go. Still no descent. I think if we're gonna do this in a good way, we might actually want to change back to what we had. So or I guess we didn't have 250, but something around that. Okay, slowing down. Ah, beautiful Austria. Looking really good actually. I think one thing that really helped was the ortho, the road thingy that removes the kind of default roads in a lot of cases. That does make it look much better. Since we're gonna go slower, I think we'll have to pitch up a bit to maintain. But let's see, maybe 250 isn't slow enough for that. Okay, soon we are descending.
Level 230 is landing 240 inbound Shadow. Hostel 578 Foxtrot, this radar now identified. What is the requested flight level? So far we cleared for level 320 of the Foxtrot. Sorry, say again? We cleared level 320 now and request later on level 350 of the Foxtrot. Oh, you're back for higher.
Okay, coming up on the top of descent.
262 Delta, decent flight level 250.
2250, 2262 Delta.
Austin 578 Foxtrot, direct to Butby.
Butby, Austin 578 Foxtrot.
Okay, we're descending. I was reading an interesting article about like adoptees to the US who are being deported because, you know, they never filed the right paperwork, so they never got the US citizenship, but they're basically grown up in the US since they were like 0 years old. That's crazy. Talk about system failure.
Austin 578 Foxtrot, line flight level 330.
Level 330, Austin 578 Foxtrot. Good morning, line 29615 course to Vega.
Okay, we are descending now. We don't have any waypoint after this next one, so that's gonna be very interesting. I wish we did have something, but nope. We got an FMC message, discontinuity LAV or LNAV, sorry. Because we're probably gonna be flying straight. I'm gonna put this heading. Bug, I'm gonna check if we have any sort of approach envisioned by the AI.
We have begun our final descent into Vienna. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed in upright. Please also store any carry-on items either in the back pocket or under
December 100, direct to Atlas. December 100, direct to Atlas, runway 89.
Okay. Nothing yet, but we do have we are gonna be vectored, it seems like. But again to the wrong runway. Or that's the original one. Let's see what we're being vectored in at the end. I don't trust Pilot 2DC too much in this regard, unfortunately. We'll do Outer Brake 2, I think is good. Yeah, we have briefed it. Now we just need altimeter. We are slowing down, so that's good. Already at 10,000 feet. Let's put on the landing lights. Let's check how all of these look. Fuel. Air looking good. Electrics
Malaysian
looking
for
good.
003 Heavy, you are 36 nautical miles southwest of the airport. QNH is 1018, cleared direct Whiskey Whiskey 951, then cleared for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 29 at Schwechat Airport. Contact Veen approach on
Whiskey
119.8.
951. Hey, okay. Got a direct.
QNH is 1018.
Don't mind if I do.
Cleared direct Whiskey Whiskey 951, then cleared for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 29 at Schwechat Airport approach on 119.8. Malaysian 4003 Heavy.
And I'm gonna change. So we have that. We're descending. Okay, all looking good.
Approach Malaysian 4003 Heavy. Descending to 5,000 feet.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy, this is Veen approach, go ahead.
Let's actually look at this aircraft. Malaysia. Freedom of space. How did it look in real life? Here's some pictures. Yeah, very kind of cool. Here's one. Yeah, here's the livery we're using from X-Plane. The ill-fated MRD. So this must have been the one that either got lost or, let's see what the Reddit says, before it was shut down. Yeah, I don't think it had this livery. Yeah. At least not when it was shut down, but yeah, before, at some point before. Okay, we're below 10,000. Baroset disagree because we're probably still on standard. They are aligned and our backup one is aligned. We're soon at 8,000 feet. How does the outside views look? Pretty nice. Yeah, very kind of pretty views. Seeing a lot of people fly the Challenger. It's a great plane, right? Been meaning to get it, but not yet.
Air 114, descent altitude 4,000 feet. Descending 4,000, 1.5 Zulu 1. Police Air Force 114, airline is approved to descend 3,000 feet, clear ILS approach runway 33, report established. Airline approved, clear for runway 33, call you and establish for Palima Foxtrot 114, descend 3,000.
Okay, 7,000. Getting there slowly and steadily.
Dzień dobry, contract 1 Whiskey Alpha approach, descent flight level 120, information hotel, only changes, clouds view 2,000 feet and wind 250 degrees, 5 knots.
Let's come in and confirm cleared flight number 120, contract 1 Whiskey Alpha.
Affirm.
Descending flight level 120, contract 1 Whiskey Alpha.
Okay, let's see. We are getting closer in order to save ourselves a bit of workload. We'll do the lights. Let's check the landing. Sky conditions scattered at 4,000, winds from 330 at 13 knots, visibility more than 10 miles. So it should be okay weather. I'm gonna check what weather the sim brief gave us, just to double check if it's actually gonna be good enough. Yeah, same actually. Oh, it was just a cloud we went through. I got worried unnecessarily. But it goes pretty low, that cloud, so I mean, if we're unlucky we might get a cloud just when we're landing. Which could affect, of course, our chances to, or make us do a go around, but hopefully not. Let's see. Some cool effects here on the wings. Let's see, we want to slow down, I think. I feel like we're not really descending as quick as we should, to be honest, so I'm gonna force it down a bit faster. I know there's a tiny hill here, but it's basically tiny. Is it even a hill in... I mean, it does look like a hill, but it looks very flat. I remember in P3D it looked a bit... It could be just that we are a bit high. Because I think the vector data is pretty okay in X-Plane. Okay, descending to 3,000. But we do want to slow down. Let's slow down a bit. Okay, 170. Guess that makes sense. We can go flaps or slats 1, I think, at this point. Shouldn't hurt. Should enable us to descend a bit quicker. Maybe we can even do flaps 5. Let's see. Now it's gonna give us overspeed. So it's 235. Okay, but it seems to have gone okay. Not sure if it deploys anyway, or if you are able to avoid the overspeed one, like that it kind of waits for it to go below that. Okay, at 4,000. Let's check descending to 5,000. We're still on the approach, we haven't gotten the tower handover, which I find a bit interesting. Shouldn't we get that soon? We'll just have to go ahead anyway if we don't get it.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy QNH
okay,
is
we're getting the tower handover.
At Schwechat Airport, contact Veen Tower on 119.4.
Let's turn.
QNH is 1018. Tower on 119.4.
Approach on.
Malaysian 4003 Heavy.
And I feel we should descend maybe a bit.
Tower
Nothing
Malaysian
crazy, but we're gonna be
Heavy. Inbound for ILS approach runway 29er.
I mean, technically we shouldn't have done this
Malaysian
sort of a tight turn, to be honest.
Heavy, good afternoon. Continue ILS.
But we want to make sure we get the localizer before the glide slope. Okay, ILS
Continue
runway
ILS
29.
runway 29er will call when established on final Malaysian 4003 heavy.
Okay, let's get established on final. Let's remove the auto throttle. Malaysia 4003 heavy, established on final.
Malaysian 4003 heavy winds are 125 at 7 knots. Cleared to land runway 29er.
Okay, let's add flaps. Let's get the gear down.
Cleared to land runway 29er. Malaysian 4003 heavy.
We can go flaps 25, I think. Let's disconnect the autopilot. Looking good. Bit of wind though, so we'll have to fight that. Going flaps full. Gonna add a bit of speed, or thrust rather, which will hopefully increase our speed. Gonna trim it a bit. Let's hope the winds correct themselves a bit. Quite a tough crosswind. I really don't want to butcher this landing. We'll have to use left rudder quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna throttle down just tiny amounts. Okay, let's see. Do want to descend. Okay, so far so good. Very beautiful approach. Yeah, glide slope. Yeah, we need to level off a bit. Get back on the right one. Let's see. Can we do that before minimums? Yeah. So far so good. Okay, need to go a bit to the left. So we get on the localizer. So far so good. I'm gonna pull the yoke, or not the yoke, but the throttles back a bit more. Try to get down to the reference point. 500. Continue. Okay, we're a bit low again. But I don't think we're that bad low. Okay, soon at the ref 1. Let's remember to use a bit of rudder, even though the winds are a bit better here. 100.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Kicking that rudder in. Maybe it was enough.
Malaysian for 003 heavy exit runway when able.
Getting the thrust reversers activated. And it's looking good. 80 knots. No need for more thrust reversers. Can get the flaps to 0. I think I forgot to arm the speed brakes, to be honest, but don't think we needed them really. We're quite light. Okay, braking. Taxiing off here. We'll start the APU. We'll shut the landing lights and the strobe. Malaysian 4003 heavy, ready to taxi. They didn't get that.
Tower, Malaysian 4003 heavy ready to taxi.
Ready to taxi.
Malaysian for 003 heavy contact Veen ground on 121.6
yeah, we can override that
for
one.
taxi clearance.
We can override that one even though we forgot to arm the speed
Ground
brakes.
on 121.6 for taxi. Malaysian 4003 heavy.
Okay, I guess we need to contact Malaysian 4003 heavy, ready to taxi. God damn, it never recognizes the final part of it. It's so annoying. It's like this new update.
Malaysian 4003 heavy ready to taxi.
I guess we can park near next to the Austrian Airlines. Is that a 777 or a 787 or what is it?
Taxi to Gate Golf Tree at pilot discretion. Malaysian 4003 heavy.
Pilot discretion. 33. So that would be down here. Okay, let's see.
Scandinavian 909 kilo left turn Mike 2.
And is that a... Yeah, that's a 787. I didn't know Austrian had those. And 33, right? So we'll do this one. Okay, I'm gonna jump, or maybe we can keep this view. Is this a tiny one? This looks like a tiny one. Golf 33, sorry, not. Well, we'll make this work. We'll just, you know, get our nose in here. That will do. And we can shut the engines. Should do some other steps, so we're just gonna ignore that. Or what are those? It's hydraulics. Is that to off? Is that what they're...
Scandinavian 909 kilo, contact 118.75, bye bye. 118.75.
Or maybe it's removing these ones. Could that be it? Nah. Let's have a look at that. I actually don't know how they kind of interplay. I guess you need some hydraulics, right, for parking brake, etc. Until you get the wheel chocks in place. Okay. We have APU, so we just need to go to pack X and get that seatbelt sign off. And now it should come up soon. We'll close pilot to ADC. I'll have a look at the recording. It's looking okay. Was a bit of a shorter flight. We can hear the music and flight 216. Yeah, they were pretty happy, and it was a good landing, I would say. Let's hope now that the replay mode works. Oh yeah, I have these weird problems with the replay mode. With this aircraft, actually. I don't know why that is. We can look at it this way. Not as nice, of course. But at least we can kind of see. I just want to see the rudder. 'Cause yeah, we were coming in like I thought. A bit off. I thought we came a bit off to the... Yeah, because it looked like we were coming a bit. Cause we were there, but the plane at the end we're way to the left, right? So that's why it's good that we're kicking in left rudder. And you see that brings us somewhat back to the middle. That was actually pretty good. I'm impressed. And then we got down very nicely. Okay. Much better than I thought, actually. I'm a happy bugger. But yeah, with that said, great flight. I think the FlightFactor 777 is amazing. It's a very good aircraft, highly recommended. Probably the aircraft I would recommend the most to anyone getting into X-Plane 12. Like if you don't have any other aircraft, get this one, or maybe the Challenger one, that looks amazing as well. But if you're looking into airlines, this is probably the best out there. And I think they're still updating it, so it's probably only going to get better. Not sure if you need all the variants, I guess it depends on, I mean I got all the variants for PMDG. I don't fly them enough for that to be warranted. So maybe this ER with the different engine types is the nicest one, in that sense that you get the different engine variants. With that said, no other comment from me, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below, or if you have any questions or any other input. And otherwise I wish you a good rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.